Welcome to the series where I 100% every Roblox game on a brand new account. And today I'm doing pressure with over 50 different badges and with some of the most difficult badges that I've ever seen. This was going to be the most difficult challenge that I have ever done. With that being said, this is part 2 of a 3-part series. So let's get started. In this video there are 3 challenges that I will be completing. The first challenge will be taking no damage in the entire run. So let's get started. I started a run with 3 other people. My logic was that if there were more people, then it was less for me to do. And after surviving angler after angler, my teammate wanted me to flash Sebastian.
Please do it.
He will become important later in the run, but for now, we eventually made it to the searchlights. But something was wrong. Remember my strategy earlier? I wasn't planning on doing anything, but with one teammate being scared of doing the boss, I was forced to do it myself and risk losing the run, and with me being nervous, I lost it right away. Now it was entirely a skill issue, but I wasn't going to let this slide. It was time to get my revenge. Now that I beat the searchlights, it was time to do my plan. I was going to rush as fast as I could. Now, I might have been beefing with a 5-year-old, but it ended up working. Now the only real dangers were the generators in the searchlights encounter. So after beating the first encounter, it was a matter of time before I made it to the final boss. Now it was time for the most intense part of the run. Normally this section is extremely easy, but with so much at stake, I was extremely nervous. But I knew what I had to do. I had done it. After escaping with the submarine, I had completed my first challenge, also awarding me a badge. Now it was time for the next challenge, Lightless. I had to play an entire run without using any light source. I usually rely a lot on light sources, so this is going to be very different to me, especially in the ridge, where it's extremely dark. But with all the experience I already had, I was easily able to make it to the ridge, the final step. After making it to the ridge, challenge number 2 was completed. You may think that because the first 2 challenges took only a few tries, that the last one would be the same. You are very wrong, as the final challenge is Lockerless, with a 0.1% chance of getting. It is easily the hardest badge in the game to get. This was by far the best run, as I failed at the first angler. Looking back at this was literally a safe spot, but I should explain what a safe spot is. There is an SS and PSS. The SS is a spot where the entities can't get you, but Pandemonium can still get you. But a PSS is one that you're fully covered and safe from Pandemonium. Now that you know that, here's the first run that I got close. With a few successful safe spots, and even surviving Pandemonium, I made it to the ridge for the first time, but my nervousness was my downfall, as I hid somewhere unsafe. With this death, my mental was diminished, as it took me so long to get here just to fail. Little did I know I was going to be failing a lot more, as my next ridge run was. I took a different approach, because I learned that I could wait out Pandemonium in the first room to better my chances. But as I waited, and waited, and waited, it seemed like Pandemonium would never come. But as I was thinking of this image in my head, it happened. With nearly an hour spent in this run, to die a few minutes later, you could probably predict how I felt. Yeah, I died again. I started with 30 deaths and ended with 86, but finally I had the run. When I opened this door, I knew there were no safe spots, so I had to maneuver behind the pillar. But after waiting for a few minutes, nothing came, so I rushed through and found a safe spot, where I waited again, before rushing through the last rooms. An angler almost got me. But I finally beat the final challenge. I also made sure to win one last time. Well, I still complete the challenge at last.